deserve to achieve those things that you want to achieve. Hey, no BS, let's get into this. In April, I was in my funk. I felt like I was living the same day over and over again. I've been there many times. I know a lot of us get there. We get stuck. You have a dream, you have a goal, you have an ambition. You've taken a leap, but healing is not linear. You chase something and sometimes you just get stuck. How do you get unstuck? Especially when you don't have the privilege maybe in the moment of like retail therapy or spending money on flying to a vacation. Maybe that is not something you can do at the moment. So these are 3 things. This is going to be a very short video. I was going to sleep, but I need to say this. That's why the mic. We have important things to say. 3 things, okay? I'll talk to you about them. This is, you can just do it in your day. Maybe you're going to bed, maybe you're waking up, maybe you're in the middle of the day. Whatever time in the day you're watching this, I urge you to apply one of these. If you're feeling stuck, if you need that extra motivation to do something that, you don't want to wait for the right time to do it. There's no right time. There's only now. There's only time and what you do with it. So that's the thing. So number 1, if you are going to bed, which I'm doing now, you need to remind yourself, okay, had a bad day. Tomorrow does not need to be the same way. Firstly, let me just close your eyes, okay? And imagine that tomorrow you woke up out of bed and you were actually happy. You were actually happy. You enjoyed waking up. You didn't hate your job. You didn't hate... And the good thing about this, you don't even have to quit your job. You don't even have to change your job. You don't have to change what you're doing. The good thing is about this is you can wake up happy. Firstly, imagine that. Secondly, remember, every night that you go to sleep, you have the opportunity to give yourself the gift of a blank slate the next morning. So how are you going to wake up happy? You're going to give yourself the gift of a blank slate. That's what I call it. Every night, I've been telling myself, remember, I was in a 1-month-long slump, nothing done. And someone like me, that really destroys me. I can't do that. That's just not something I can tolerate. What does that mean? What does giving the gift of a blank slate mean? It means if you are working from home and you're going to wake up and you have a desk that you're going to be working on, I need you to clear that desk. I need you to make it cute. If there is a thing that's nagging you, for me, my desk was always too cluttered. It wasn't messy. It was just there were too many things on there that I felt I needed. I'm a hoarder. I removed all those things and I said, let me just try an empty desk. Even if that means moving all those things to my bookcase, that's also going to be cluttered. Doesn't matter. Give yourself the space to have a good day the next day. Physically, mentally, give yourself a blank slate, okay? So that might mean clearing your desk if you're going to work. That might look like knowing what you want to wear in the morning. If you always wake up thinking, oh my god, what am I gonna wear? I hate what I'm wearing, put, how when you had a picnic in school, you would put your clothes out on the bed for the next day? I need you to do that. Be a little excited for the life you're living. You might hate it. You might want to change it. You might know you don't want to be working this job forever. But that's your job. That's your life today. You're not living in the future. You're living today. Give yourself some joy. Give yourself some happiness. So give yourself the gift of a blank slate if you're going to sleep. Next thing, waking up. You wake up angry. You wake up annoyed. You wake up, you want to scroll. You want to look for a message from somebody that's not actually going to message you, whoever that is. I need you to wake up and replace the habit that lets you numb the next day, right? Whatever you have going for the next day, most of us wake up and scroll. Most of us wake up and text somebody. Most of us wake up and do something to avoid feeling the way we feel, like doing something instead of just waking up and being like, how is your morning, girl? Like, wake up and just ask yourself, how is your morning going? Best way I do this is journaling. That's the only way I could replace my scrolling addiction, because I don't have like somebody that like I'm gonna be texting I have my girlfriends, but it's like, how much can you complain before you start doing something about it? So when you wake up in the morning, I need you to, unless you're ready to do whatever it is you're ready to do, in that case, great, get unstuck that way. I need you to journal, first of all, a couple of lines. How are you feeling? I'm not looking for complaining. I'm not looking for the world is horrible, da 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 da. This is how I'm feeling. How are you feeling? What does that feel like in your body? Don't be talking about how you're thinking. Talk about the sensations. We can get into this later, but journal in the morning, and that journaling practice with what does your day look like? Which brings me to number 3. You might do that first thing, like an easy way to do it is to just ease that journaling into, I'm actually feeling this way. I'm feeling anxious today. I need more space in my day to snack or to decompress, do some breathing, go on a walk, go to the gym, whatever it is that helps you decompress in order to achieve what I want to do. Don't wake up saying, I feel horrible, so I'm not going to complete this project that I've been meaning to complete at work. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to complete my essay. I'm not going to be able to complete this passion project that I have that I wanted to do today. No, you want to do that. How do you get from where you're feeling now to what you want to do? Okay? That's what the journaling in the morning is for. You write down, okay, this is what I need. What do I need to get where I want to be? Okay, and be realistic about that. Let's move on to the last thing, which is, I said this to myself one day. I was like, I'm so controlling. I'm so controlling. I want to control everybody else's thoughts about me. Most people do. You want to control your thoughts. Whether you're on the tube, whether you're out at a party, whether you're at work, you want to control how other people are thinking about you. Let me ask you this. If you're so controlling, why don't you start with controlling your own life and your own day? Because this is coming from someone that has been a serial planner, okay? In fifth grade, I was 10. I had a planner, like I had a timetable from 5 a.m. to 5:45 in the morning. There was like 5 things to do or whatever to do for exam prep, okay? Fifth grade doesn't even matter. I had it stuck on my timetable, like I had it stuck on my desk. My morning routine for studying at 5 a.m. So for me, for a long time, I was like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. It does work. You just get bored of it. Find different ways to plan. Maybe you need a bullet journal. Maybe you need a to-do list. Maybe you need your journal, like normal journal. Maybe you need an app like structured. Maybe you need your calendar. Whatever it is you need, whether you have ADHD or whatever it is, find what you need to plan your day and plan your day. Be controlling in the right place. Why are you trying to control other people? Okay, last point that I'm done, I'm gonna go to sleep. Last point is start saying more who cares, okay? A lot of time when we're stuck in a slump, it is a lot of negative energy in our own brains, whether you realize it or not. Maybe you don't have this. In that case, don't listen to me. But if you do, which most people do, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing this. Stop thinking about it. At some point, you have to stop thinking. At some point, you have to stop complaining to your best friend. At some point, you have to stop all that nonsense. It's not nonsense. Actually, process your feelings. Feel the way you feel because that's important. Don't numb it. Don't numb it. Okay, this is all separate video, but don't numb that feeling. Channel it. Gift yourself a blank slate. Write something down in the morning to control your day a little bit. Feel the feeling. You should be doing that. Okay, why do you want to be doing that? You deserve to achieve those things that you want to achieve. Okay, what happens is, what my last point essentially is saying who cares more. Say who cares more. My granddad used to say this and I just found out. And I'm channeling that a little bit more because that shame sits with you. If you can't change that inner dialogue right away, you have to start challenging a little bit. Start challenging it a little bit, which brings me to my last point. I mean, the who cares thing is, you feel a little bit of shame. You're like, oh, like, what am I going to tell these people? What am I going to tell my parents? What am I going to tell da 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 da? Leave the shame. Who cares? It doesn't matter how many times you had a bad day. It matters more that you woke up and you decided, this is what I want to be doing and I'm going to do it. So say who cares more. Last absolute thing that I want to say will help you get unstuck is just do it. Listen, Nike is onto something. I'm not kidding. they're onto something. So many times I'll be laying right here in bed, right? Today, for example, today was one of the difficult days for me. And I was like, I don't want to be doing this today. I had to go to the gym. I had to go for an appointment that I absolutely did not want to go for. I wanted to help my friend out as well, which was like easier to do because that's your friend, you love them so much, you want to do it. But I just didn't want to do anything because I had a lot of heaviness. But listen, I had to, there was a moment, and this is the first day that I got unstuck about a month ago, after a month long of being unstuck, right? So I can sense the timing, the pattern is repeating, but I was like, no, what you have to do is tell your brain. Someone said this, I'm not going to argue with myself. I don't even argue with people I don't like because you're not taking that energy from me. So why are you arguing with a part of yourself that's stopping you from being where you today want to be? Not you tomorrow, not you yesterday. I'm sitting in my bed, I'm thinking, I don't want to get out of the house, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to go to this appointment. Should I just cancel it? I was on the screen trying to cancel it multiple times. And it's that 5-second rule. What people say is, you know, do 5 seconds of something, like count down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. Don't think, don't battle your mind. People say battle your mind, fight your mind. You don't need to fight your mind. You just need to do things. Your mind and your body, as similar as they are also different. You can channel physical energy. So you just gotta be like, no, and do it. No, and do it. Don't think. There's no argument, okay? Anyway, the passionate video. But I hope whatever's got you stuck has you unstuck. I hope anybody watching this actually helps. Listen, if this doesn't work, if you don't feel unstuck, if you don't feel like a better person in a week's time after using these things, especially the morning journaling, starting with a blank slate at night for the next day, and just telling yourself to do it, those 3 things will change your life. If it doesn't do that in a week, come back here, comment on this video, and I will give you $10. Swear to God. Swear to God. Obviously it has to be vetted, but I assure you, I'm guarantee assuring you it's gonna work. It doesn't matter how long you've been stuck for. I mean, for me it was a month, so it kind of maybe does, unless you're like addicted to heroin or something. I think that's a lot harder to do, but anyway, good night. Thanks for looking into noush.